Hello everyone, I'm Rachel. What do you think is the first step to creation? Creations, what could you mind first? I'm not telling you Genesis in the Bible. It says God made something from nothing. I'm telling you creations like lots of achievements and inventions that people have made. I think the people make something from something. You know, the great pianist started to copy the way his teacher played. A great writer started to copy the way his mentor wrote. Lots of successful businessmen started to follow what their mentors do. A great artist, Picasso, says, creation begins with imitation. Imitation is the mother of creation. So why am I telling this kind of philosophy stuff? Because I think it will give you a hint about how to study English. As I mentioned before in the video called How to be a Fluent Speaker Without Studying Abroad, I told you the great power of imitation. I studied English pronunciation at 17, which is very close to adult. That means I did a lot of practice. Yes, I did a lot of practice of imitation. I really try to imitate what they're speaking so many times, and I ended up having this natural pronunciation. And now I'm telling you the great power of imitation when it comes to enhance your speaking and writing skills. As I was born and raised in Korea, I didn't have any sense of English. Yes, I don't have this kind of English DNA. Everything should be acquired through learning, and I have to learn English, everything from A to Z. I think that many of you watching this video are on the same boat. We are original and we are ordinary Koreans. So what do you have to do? What I have done? One of my ways to keep my English updated is to copy good sentences I encountered in a book, in a movie, in newspaper, in interviews, and so on. You know, there are different English texts around you, and there are 24 hours in a day. You can seize the small moments in your daily life. You don't have to just put aside some special time for studying English. Just you can seize a small moment, like on your way to work, on your way home, early morning before you go to bed, and waiting for something, waiting for someone, right? So you can just seize the small moments. Small moments are very powerful because it can change your English little by little. You don't have to read or watch from start to finish. You don't have to understand every detail. Just make it a habit to read or watch something, study English every day, okay? And then after you decide to make your habit to study English every day, please open your eyes and try to catch good expressions. Try to find something that touches your mind, that's something you can use for your better English, for your essay, for your conversation, for your email later on. If you find something that touches your mind, if you find something good and fancy, please write them down on your note on your smartphone. Because everyone has a smartphone these days, so it's very convenient and easy to write them down. But personally, I advise you write them down on your note. This is the imitation. For example, I watched Spider-Man 3 last week. I was really impressed about the last lines.
Whatever comes our way, whatever battle we have raging inside us, we always have a choice. My friend Harry taught me that. He chose to be the best of himself. It's the choices that make us who we are, and we can always choose to do what's right.
How was it? For me, it was so impressive. It was so fascinating. It was so fascinating that I really wanted to keep that in mind, so I wrote them down on my note because I really want to remember that for long. So this is a copy. Everyone, you know, not everyone, but most of people do the process from 1 to 3. That means they try to read something or watch something and try to find a good expressions and transcribe them. But this is not a final stage. Final stage is to reuse them every day. When you have a talk with someone or when you keep a diary or something. Personally, I advise you to keep a diary every day. After you find a good sentence and you copy the good sentences, please modify them a little bit. For example, while reading a book called Talk Like Ted, I encountered good sentences. I found something catchy and impressive. Let me read them for you. You've got to follow your passion. You've got to figure out what it is you love, who you really are, and have the courage to do that. I believe that the only courage anybody ever needs is the courage to follow your own dreams. That was so impressive that I really want to keep that in mind. I wrote them down on my note. And I kept a diary using the sentences with a little modification. I've got to follow my passion. I've got to figure out what I love and who I really am. Let's help people to have the courage to follow their own dreams. So please don't forget, imitation is the mother of creation, and creation begins with imitation. When you are transcribing good sentences you encounter in a book, in a movie, this is the first step to create better English, better sentences. And please don't forget 4 steps. Please make it a habit to study English every day. You don't have to put aside special time for studying English. Just try to seize small moments in a daily life. And second, please open your eyes and try to find good expressions around you. And third, please transcribe them on your note. And fourth, please reuse them in your daily life. Okay? So thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.